Welcome, punters.
The Valley preview, June 3. We're back to the Valley.
Yes, it's been a while. They've fully renovated it. I guess dug it up and just redone the surface. I don't think it needed it, but it's good for maintenance, right?
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Well, it's better than Eagle Farm.
So is that.
Yeah, good point. So look, heard a few people this week who have walked the track. I'm pretty confident on their views. Good 3 to good 4 in terms of there's a lot of cushion in there. So even though they say it's a good 3, if you've got a horse that really doesn't handle a firm surface, I think you're going to be fine on this type of track. So I think every horse should have their chance. You won't really have many pulling up lame or with excuses for that.
Where do you want to be in the run?
So, 2 people I'm confident in their opinion of. One works at the track, one is a good track walker. They both said inside's off, so you don't want to be inside 2 meters. That's from the 800 all the way to the finish line. Now,
So pre the 800, not stressed.
it's pretty even from there, from what I'm told. But there's just something that they've done with the grass. I guess the inside 2 meters is a bit more cushion in it, making it almost like a good 4 surface instead of the good 3 outside of that. So they're saying there's a lane 2 to 6 meters out that you want to be in.
I'm thinking no disadvantage leading though.
Correct.
You can take your horse.
Depends on the race. So as an example, I would say if you have a sprint race that's 1,000 meters, I'm pretty sure we've got one on the card. I think being drawn the inside and being a leader is a massive disadvantage because generally speaking on those races, you're not going to have the speed to burn them off to
Yeah.
get out solo. So you're always going to have something outside you and potentially something outside you again.
Yeah.
So you're always going to be in the worst position. What I'm being told is you probably want to be leading when you get into the straight. If you're leading, like you actually want to be literally ahead of everyone else and be able to get your own passage out of it.
Okay.
Not as much a disadvantage the final 200 meters inside, but still a disadvantage to the point where you'll see swoopers all throughout the day. I would just note on what we've just said, I have a feeling, and you'll see in my preview later, distance races, I don't think that being a leader is going to be that much of a disadvantage. If anything, they're going to get the prime spot, they're going to be able to choose where they want to go, and that's why my best on the card is going to be a leader in a distance race.
I think you want to be forward, not necessarily leading.
Yeah.
But
So
forward,
definitely don't want to be out
forward
the
at
back.
midfield. Yeah.
You don't want
one out, one back's the spot I want to be.
you don't want to be last in a 16 horse field. I'll put it that way.
Yep.
8 to 10 horses, I reckon you can probably still get away with it. So we'll see. And that's a good thing we can adjust in play on the day.
All right, race 1.
Yeah, Mooney Valley race 1, 2-year-old handicap.
Wired $4. Wanted Divas $5.50. Behave $6. Seductive Miss 9. Star Creation 9. Admiral Michelle 10s. Longer the rest.
Yeah, look, Wide's the obvious one with the form lines. Prevailing wins, ran second to it. J-Suits Tycoon, which is a good form horse. I can see why it's favourite. I have it on top in this race. Am I confident that I want to play it? No. I'm thinking this is really a from the yard type of race where we've got, 4 first starters, probably 3 of them have been seen before. Then you've got Wanted Diva, who Hayes has done a fairly big spruik, said it's his best of the week.
Wired a Shark Bite filly.
Not exactly.
Shark Bite.
Yeah, I know. Not exactly known for winning quality races.
I can't wait to see these guys pro.
Yeah.
I'm quite interested in Wanted Diva
Yep.
and True Pride at a big price.
Yeah, that's fair
Seaport
enough.
filly, Fastnet Rock, out of Fastnet Rock mare. I reckon they take a little bit longer to see boys, and I've not given up on them. Yeah,
Fair.
I tried to buy a couple at the start of the year.
They were going for a fairly cheap price at the start of the year
Yeah,
compared
because
to now as well.
if they don't win it too, that you can buy them cheaper in the next round.
Well, they're starting to produce, aren't they?
Yeah, I reckon it's a massive mounting yard race, and I'm not sold on Wide, but I'll suss it from the yard. I'm definitely not betting too heavily pre having a look at them.
Yeah, look, Mia Georgia is one that I thought reasonable jump out coming into this, so it's one that I'd like to see in the yard and see if the money comes for it. So think it's around the $10 price. Just a nice one to watch. And yeah, obviously we're both not very keen, so we'll just move on to race 2. 1200 metre handicap. Grey Street's the favourite, but
$3.80.
false
Whistle
favourite.
Baby, $4.60. Tilapia, $6. Majestic Lass, $7.50. Swiss Kiss, $9. Vital Importance, $9.50. That seems large. Hell High Water, 18s. Longer the rest.
What price fell Ruse?
34s.
So
That's why
natural.
they might have backed it.
Yeah, natural leader in the race. It won at about 50s last start, I think, at Sandown. Doesn't win out of turn, so I'm not exactly saying I'd want to be on it today, but it's just an interesting price. Oh, there goes the light for us.
Professional production.
Need the lighting crew back in. So Lanches goes forward as well. Hell or High Water, not sure what it does from the wide gate. Hayes was suggesting I think they go back, so maybe that takes a bit of a speed angle.
I'll pen it if it's going back.
Yeah,
I had a huge result on Hell High Water.
I'm
when I
pretty
led at the
sure
Valley.
he said that they're going back. Let me just have a look.
Yeah, they did. You told me they did.
Yep, going back. Majestic Glass, I think, gets the ideal 1-1 spot here. Once again, is this a race I want to be confident betting into? Not really. But I think Majestic Glass is getting the perfect run of the runners, and you're probably getting, what, $758?
Yeah.
You get a price to find out. This one you touched on, who I could have in the race, is Vital Importance. Really good win last start. Sit sprint win.
SP $26 though.
It was good first up. Probably run flat, but you never know. It's got a horror barrier draw for a horse that gets back.
Yeah, I think that Grey Street or Drift, you get $4.20 plus.
I'm gonna say $5.
Yeah,
I think
I'm betting like sort of safe.
I'm going deep on this one. I think everyone's against it. I think Grey Street will actually get out to a backable price.
The guys who follow my stuff, I wrote Whistle Baby Horse to follow back to Mares Grade. She went to Flemington in an open race. Didn't go awesome.
It was a figure run though.
Now she's back to Mares Grade. I think she's a fucking moral.
Sit what, 5th, 6th in run, probably behind Majestic Glass on the outside.
Moral.
Get the right run.
Pending the yard,
I hate that word. Hate that word, moral.
I think she's a moral. $9.50 Vital Importance seems generous.
It's given them all 3-4 lengths. That's the problem. Like, and if they push up on the inside, right?
Tilapia, no.
Like they're in the wrong spot if they push up on the inside. Tilapia, I don't want at the price, but
Whistle Baby ticks ticks every box I like ticking. All it has to do is parade well, which it often does.
Doesn't win out of turn is what I always have
Likely
down for
being
a
my
horse like
biggest
that.
bet of the day, provided it parades well.
Well, I'll be watching and you'll be going deep.
Simon's off, Merton's on, back to Mares Grade, drawn perfect. Keen, really keen. Race 3.
How keen, eh?
Real keen.
Race 3, 1,000 metre race.
We could be going home after it.
Different cars to go in.
Google might have to. Do they have trains out of the valley?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's still it's better than Sandown.
Lucky car, yeah.
1,000 metre race, so instantly speed's going to be on.
Alright,
Miss
here we go.
Vista.
That El Sicaro, $4. Miss Vista, $4. Ability, $6.50. Core Breach, $8.50. Little Indian, 13s. Dance with Fontons, 16s. Auntie Mo, which I think's a slight chance, at 17s.
that's not a bad
Another
price.
one I think's a nice chance is Arujo at $18.
Very open race when you look at it that way. How's El Sicario? How's this? Okay, what's up with this stable of the Busselton stable? Everything comes up massive unders. Like every single time I see their horse in a race, it's $3-4, and you look at the form and go, that's shitful. It won a synthetic. It's never won on turf before. I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, it's never won on turf.
Alright. Gate 1, 1,000 metre race at the Valley inside. We're also saying inside's off.
Yeah,
We're
so
agreeing inside's off.
on the mapping, I have it getting 2 or 3 pairs back inside. So it's got the absolute worst spot in the race. It's a horse that last start I'm pretty sure led to win.
Looking to lay, is that we agree?
I'm yes, lay is definitely
Say
an
it
option.
opens on Betfair at 4s and gets into 3s. Are we still laying?
If it gets into 3s, you're going again.
Just laying?
Yeah. Just keep laying until you can't
Yeah.
can't lay anymore. I mean, so you look at the horses going to come over. You got Arnie Mo, you've got Core Breach on the inside, you got Miss Vista on the outside. Now, I'm actually really glad Miss Vista's drawn out because I reckon
100%.
they're either A, going to cross them all and lead solo, which means they can get out to the areas we want to be. And by race 3, I'm pretty sure they'll know the pattern by then, so they won't be caught on the inside.
Yeah.
I think, if not, Arnie Mo or Core Breach, one of them kicks up on the inside and still keeps us in the better spot. So
Is Miss Vista immoral?
it's close to my best. It's my second best on the card.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as moral because I'm backing 2 horses in this race. The other one I like is Core Breach. This is a horse that's just got absolutely deadly form over here.
Really?
Yeah. You go back, look at its run. It's only run at this distance. It's top weight, won by like 3.5 lengths. Absolutely just killed a field here. So you know it's going to love the track. Its return run 900 meters, won
Who's
by 2
riding it?
lengths. Couldn't tell you. Is it Finnegan?
Ah, it's like Jay Martin.
Oh yeah, no, Martin's okay. Good. I thought you were going to say Finnegan was on it and never got me because, yeah, Finnegan's.
It's still a big price. But
Jay Martin rides all the Team Williams stuff as a claimer, so he's got quite a bit of experience. I'm pretty okay with that.
Okay.
So I'm backing both Miss Vista and Core Breach. As you've said, there's lots of horses in this race with, chances. I think Arnie Mo's not the worst chance. I probably can't see it beating
Yeah.
those. I haven't even touched on ability. It's trialled okay coming into this.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. Gelded.
Yeah,
Love that.
love it.
I hate the price.
Yeah.
How the fuck is it $6.50?
I mean, Little Indian's got a better final split on it on its top run.
Double figures abilities are bad.
Yeah.
But if it gets to double figures from $6.50, then
Craig Williams
something-
won't.
something's not
There's no
on.
chance.
Yeah. Miss Vista's on top for me.
Yep.
El Sakara could be a lay at that price. I'm interested in Arnie Mo, but likely not. But I'm going to have something on Arujo
Yep.
at 18s. I'll already have
What
something
weight's
on
it going to be with the 3 kilo claim?
Arujo.
Yeah, it is
Down
top
to,
right.
down
Yeah.
to 59.
Okay, it's not terrible.
It's a quality horse.
got a
so
gun
it's
mapping.
dropping right back in grade. It hasn't been delivering, but it's dropping right back.
It
in
maps
grade.
well, so I can see why you could consider it. On to race 4.
100%. Let's do
Yep.
it.
Oh yes, I like this one.
The mile.
1600 meters. So we're getting out in distance. I would say, if I'm talking about a race that can be split open a little bit, 1600 meters is it, and that's where I think you can probably get an advantage if you want to, if you're on speed today. Now, that being
Passage, $3.30.
said,
Gravist, $4.60. Vienna Miss, 7s. Atlantic Express, 8s. Water Shock, 13. Jaws of Steel, 15. Longer, the rest.
Any scratchings? Can you scroll down for me?
Barbie's Boy on the quick backup, out.
Okay, yeah.
Which is good, because it was a bit of a...
That was in your black book, yeah. I had a feeling they'd scratch that. So I backed the Passage, so I'll just go straight into it. I got 440 yesterday, and it's now 330 best price. Would
Are
I
you
be...
holding or are you trading out? Taking a little,
I'm- it's-
snip.
Well, I'm probably down to, what, 380 with those scratchings. I'm just thinking price-wise.
They'll keep going for it.
Yeah. Oh, it was massive. It was massive run last start. Should have bolted in.
Weir's best bet of the day,
Yeah, well,
as you'll find on his website,
look,
which is one of the greatest things that have ever been shared on social media.
so
He compiles everyone's train of thoughts into one little thing you can just go and watch. If you're into that sort of stuff, it's where you go.
I'll just say 2 words here. I just didn't want to go off topic, but RSN had a massive spray at them yesterday.
Save it for Monday.
Massive spray. No, it's worth it because it's to do with this. So massive spray. They changed their audio uploader, right? And they made it so I could actually no longer put that stuff on my website because they changed their audio thing. And to their credit, they've DM'd me, and instead of being total assholes or anything like that, they've just been way too nice and even sent me embed codes for all these different interviews, like one-on-one. And the guys, oh, Jason, thank you very much. Seriously, sorry for being a dick. My bad. Thank you. You know, you can be proven wrong. There are really nice people in the racing game that, you know,
Fair enough.
I don't make anything from putting this on my website. It's literally I'm putting up there because I'm compiling it because I want to use it, and others
Yeah,
will find
no,
it
it's
good as
great.
well.
It's really good content.
Yeah, so back to this race. Vienna Miss. Adelaide Guineas winner. What price are we getting? $7? Right price? Big negative, Emily Flanagan hasn't ridden here in the last 12 months, if not ever.
Yeah, which is looking like a tactical, smart rider's track. Things like that.
Yeah, very much so. She's on a favourite in a future race as well, which would just be a lay because of that. Gravist. Bit of a nothing run, you might say, last start. I thought it had every hope. I thought
it was posted a little bit. I backed it. I paraded enormous. I'm very, very keen to see how it parades. If
Yeah.
I feel like I got a good read on it. If it parades well, that's my bet.
I thought we saw everything that it had to give. That's my problem.
We shall find out tomorrow, my
We will.
man.
Atlantic Express, every chance last start I was on it. I'm happy to.
Oh,
We'll have to get that lighting fixed next time, mate. You get up and do it.
I can't be bothered.
I'll
Things we
keep
do.
on. There we go. And what a shock's the one actually I think's the
Yeah,
most
I
interesting
agree.
in this race.
I agree. It's the one that's over.
Yeah. So it could bleed. Now I don't have it leading, but
I thought you said bleed.
well, I could do that.
It does it now. Imagine the power we've got.
Yeah. Seriously, if that leads,
It ticks a couple of boxes.
there's nothing else that's going to lead
On
in
the
the
back
race apart
up.
from Schoolerly or whatever its
On
name
the back up and trip, jockey change. Yeah, it's not horrible.
is. And you've only got the Waterhouse thing out front, so
It hasn't got to beat Widgie Turf today and tomorrow.
they took it back or it jumped poorly last start. That's the only problem.
Yeah, so it can turn it around a fair bit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm on the passage. We're going to take the 330 still. It's just in the betting range. I have it a $3 chance.
At the moment, not a betting race for me, but interested in Gravist, the Passage, and What a Shock. Race 5. Another mile, handicap, benchmark 84. Odds are Goldstone, your mate, $4.60. New graduate, $5. Here to there, $6. Mr. Individual, the cat, $6.50. Cheryl's horse, 8s. Victory Downs, $9.50. By the Grace, 14s. Goodwood Zodiac, 14s.
We just got to stop there. I mean, that's
Yeah,
all we
look,
need,
let
you
it
know.
go.
I mean, Goodwood
Let it go.
Zodiac. This is the value bet on the card. Gay Waterhouse. I have a feeling Gay will be on track. I'll get a selfie with her. We'll have a good time, me and Gay.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a ripper.
If the daughter's there, I'll come and get a selfie, but I'm not interested.
I'd rather one with Tom actually, but
Of course, you'll...
so
It's
UK.
gonna go, social media's going to erupt.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Oh, I just love
Thomas
Tom.
hasn't had
Tom's
a beer
awesome.
since 2004.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't want one last time.
Wouldn't shout in a fire.
UK import, gelded. Big tick. Winner at Epsom back in August of 2016, 2,000 metre win. Back to 1,600 today, first up. Info from the stable, going well. Direct from stable/owner.
Oh, here he is. He's dropping his little...
Well, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Your mate Articus had a lower time form rating coming into Australia than this horse has. This horse has 104 time form rating. Now, is that a measure that'll get to a Caulfield Cup or anything? It can improve.
Yes and no, but
But-
Articus went from whoever it was trained by to
It was-
that
it was
German...
placed in
who's
good-
the German trainer?
Yeah,
There they go.
Volo.
Gun to
Yeah.
where? Gun.
Yeah, but that was his German. He'd placed or
How
something.
many good stays
in
does
Group
Gay
one.
train? Fiorente?
Yeah, I was about to say Fiorente went okay.
Where's the next one?
Oh, Northwest Passage until it got a bit injured, unfortunately.
No, see, her specialty's not stayers.
Well-
But she's a star. Love her.
Well, the good news is we're doing 1,600 metres today, not 3,200. So
Yeah, so we might be a chance.
exactly.
But
Look,
does it have the pace to lead?
no, it's going to be a get back type. Now I know this is. It's,
So Gaze is going to go back.
there's the query. Fiorente didn't really you know, they...
Sat midfield, forward midfield.
Yeah, and I'm expecting that they'll take it out of the barrows and they'll see where they can get to.
Fiorente is probably my favourite horse.
Yeah.
Iden Boban. Fucking Boban. I love Boban.
That thing
God
just
rest his soul.
absolutely screwed me so many times. Oh, seriously, I'm dead set. This thing, you can put it first, you put it last. I just think it just puts this field away. I don't think...
I agree, it's weak.
Cold Stone is... I looked at its international form. It was like 97 rater over in France. So this thing's got fucking 7 ratings points on international form. It's been gelded, so that's a positive. So its manner should be better. It's got like 30 kilos less of weight as well down there. So... And it's training well.
Northern Journey form for new graduate makes me sick.
Exactly.
That race still makes me quit.
That makes you not be able to touch it, right?
Yeah, I like Cosmic Lights. I was following it till it was scratched.
What do we make of Mr. Individual? So
looking to fucking lay. That
they
horse
smashed it in last start.
Yeah, I know. If they do it again and it parades how it paraded. It paraded pretty well last time. Had spurs on. If spurs aren't on, it parades a bit. I reckon this stable will throw everything at this horse today.
Yeah, they will.
Because it's still an entire by Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
They think this thing's like group quality.
Well, yeah, they've chucked it in groups. I
don't reckon they know what they're doing half the time. I actually like Coldstone a little bit, but I'm not looking to bet very heavily in this race. This will be a really big nanny.
Here to there won't run them along too fast, so I don't think it'll be medium tempo, maximum.
Bayless off, Merton's on.
Yeah.
Leader getting back to the valley, probably sits one out.
I mean, it just all points
Ticks a couple of boxes, but not a heap.
Yeah, this just all points to Goodwood
Race
Zodiac
6.
for me.
1,500 metres, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds.
Just go back once. I'd just say Victoria Downs is just worth a watch. Ran second to Resist last start, over in listed grade in Morfettville. So I just think, if we're mentioning them, it maps quite well. I think it's just worth watching as well. But yeah, let's move on now.
Alright.
You're not going to care about that now, are you? We'll just do it in the dark. This is a horrible race. 1,500 metres, race 6. 18 runners. Probably get down to 16, I'm sure, on the day. What's on?
Have Another Glass, $3.75.
Emily Flanagan on board. This is a horse that's probably going to be sitting second half of the field on the speed map.
Four Sisters, $7. Themis, $8.50. Hot Ruby, $9. Trinity Hill, $11. Mamselle Tests, 14s. Lopatiga, 15s. Typhoon Jolie, 16s.
Yep.
Every Faith, 18s. Dolverton, 18s. Longer the rest.
So, 2 horses here.
Violent Snow, 31s.
It's worth mentioning if you said it's a good shot. Have Another Glass and Hot Ruby at 2,000 metres back to 1,500. I think Have Another Glass is 2,200 back. That's an amazing drop and very hard to make up. I really don't want to spend much time in this race because I've just said that I'd go wide on 2. I think Dolverton and Every Faith both have the ability second up. I think Every Faith is a real forgotten horse here. I think if you have a look, it's Sangster run, Group 1, ran 13th, beaten 4.7 lengths over, 1,200 metres. Step up to 1,500 metres. You're only beaten 4 lengths in a Group 1.
Yeah.
It's not terrible form at all when you're stepping back to this grade. I think it's really well in and it's really well placed. Now it gets a bit far back, that's the only problem. And there is one at odds called, I think it's Mamselle Tess. What price is it? It's 14s. Really good times, run and won 3 in a row. I just think we have to respect it here. Yeah. What do you think?
I respect the chances of 2, 3, 7, 11, and 14 a little bit, but quite keen on. I want to see in parade. I've nibbled them a little bit already.
Okay.
Tiny little bit. Is
what, Typhoon?
Typhoon Jolie and Violent Snow.
Yeah, Typhoon.
Following Violent Snow from the yard and how it ran last time.
Yeah.
And I quite like where Typhoon Jolie's coming from and how it profiles for this.
Yeah, it's going to be on speed, but it's going to be outside the leader, which is probably beneficial.
Miss Vista, Mr. Sneaky, Furyk.
Yeah.
The last 3 horses that beat it.
Yeah.
Up against these, you can't find a horse to win.
True.
Furyk's a jet.
Yeah, well, 3 wide last start. The trip still wins.
Yeah.
Good on 3.
Typhoon Joel each way is my best value of the day.
16s? Nice.
Yep.
Did you get the early price at all?
I may have used my missus Ladbrokes account and odds boosted it.
You'd be about 31s then, I imagine. Good luck. Good luck.
Potentially, something around that.
Race 7.
1200 metres, benchmark 84. He's a Ripper, $5.50. Chaser Horizon, $5.50. And Candace into $5.50. That wasn't that when I did the form.
Been backed.
Shamus Road, $8. This kid rocks, $8.
Big drift.
That wasn't.
Big drift.
Leodoro, $8. Paint. Sydney form.
Yeah, it's still nominated. I think it's also
11s.
nominated for Doomben, so I'm not sure where it's going.
Longer the rest.
Keep going. Keep going.
Del
to the
Prado,
near bottom.
Le Bon Sir,
There we
Soda
go,
C.
Le Bon Sir. What price?
41s. And it's been
41s.
backed. Has that been you?
It hasn't been me yet. Not exactly the type to back a 9-year-old without seeing it in the yard, to be quite honest. It was
Who
horrible.
ran last start?
Yeah. Forgive run, month between runs. I think it's well suited back in here. They've made a few adjustments.
What's the
yard.
map look like here, do you reckon?
You mean where my one Le Bon Sir gets, or
Yeah.
just?
Well, the majority.
I expect it to actually get 1-1 Le Bon Sir if they get the right ride. So I have Kiriani and Chamois Road probably leading. The Kid Rocks is coming from outside to try and get a position with his Ripper. Look, Chase Horizon has a horrible map, in my opinion, and I really like Chase Horizon. You know I was on it last start with 15s in Morfettville. It gets a bad mapping is the problem. Camdus gets a really good mapping. I can see why they backed it. Other than that, yeah.
If Candace was trained by Henry Dwyer, what price is it?
12s?
Yeah.
Dwyer can train though, so maybe if you said someone, actually don't want to mention any names and put them down, do we?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying though.
Yeah, I know what you
DK
mean.
Lee, you're getting a lot shorter than it is.
But that's because you know he's done something just to get it going.
I'm quite interested in 2 horses here: Chaser Horizon and this kid rocks.
So, can I just say with Chaser Horizon, I think we'll know by this race if it can win or not. I think
Why is that?
the pattern of the day, I think it's going to get probably back to 2nd, 3rd, 4th last, right?
I think
From
you
that
can be
gate.
ridden a little bit further forward.
You don't want to be 3 wide. Well, you may want to be 3
that's
wide.
what I'm
That's the
saying.
thing.
What's wrong with that?
You may want to be, and you may get 3 wide to cover. So, I think by this stage of the day...
race. Go forward. I don't give a fuck. It's fine.
This stage in the day we'll know, though. That's the thing. So...
Keep going.
So look, I think this stage in the day, we'll know that you can sit 3-4 wide, you can come from the back, and I think you'll then know that $5 is a decent price or not.
Yeah.
Whereas at this stage, I couldn't be putting a bet on it. I just
Where's
couldn't.
this kid rocks land?
Once again, that could be a 3 wide no cover run, probably 2 or 3 off. It maps awkwardly. I think once again, I think you need to wait to see what happens.
I think it's overs already.
But they're not. They're laying it out, so they're not even backing
Yeah, but
it.
the serious punters haven't stepped in yet. I wouldn't
True.
worry. I don't pay any attention to what the market does.
So you're gonna watch at 9 AM tomorrow, see what happens, or
I watch Betfair the last 5 minutes. That's all I watch.
Okay,
I have my own prices, and I just look at that late.
fair enough. I mean, I've got 6 numbers in my quaddie here. It's a wide open leg, as open as the first leg of the quaddie.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a wideish race.
I've said Le Bon Sir each way. That's just a
Well,
a
you
value play.
haven't got to spend much, do you?
$5 each way, and you're loving life if it takes a place as well.
All right, race 8, Cox Plate distance.
Boom,
Who
best
holds the
bet of
class
the day.
record?
Class record at 2040.
Winksy. I hated her guts.
Thought it'd be
so-
Hartnell, mate.
I hated her guts for so long.
Thought it'd be Hartnell, but
Oh, get it off. Fucking hell.
but no, got shown up that day.
Alright.
It was a hard day on Twitter, I can tell you, with all the messages at me.
It was the greatest day. It was the best day.
Oh, yeah, not for me.
$2, the best horse in the world. Alright, Overberg, $3.50. Gaelic Chieftain, $4.80. Hersley,
How's that $7?
They're like,
How?
what is permanent part-time milk drinker?
How's it $7 in this race?
$7. Show a star, $8.50. Longer on 11s. Tick Tick Bloom. Horrible name. 13s. Snitzelwood. 17s.
It'd probably jump 40s.
Hopefully. Shoreham 21s. Northern Journey, who won at $101 last time, is into 26s for this race. Lord Durante,
34.
who used to be able to go, owes me a lot of money. He's 34s.
I got his last win.
And
That's a
one
good
of the
day.
best named horses in Australia, Cougar Express.
Hey, your favourite, mate.
It used to be $41.
Black Tomahawk, 61s. If Weir's going to pull one out of his behind, this horse over 2,000 metres.
Ah, no good.
You reckon? It'll be fine with the track being with a bit of cushion. It likes it. Well, you know my thoughts on this race. I got my best bet of the day in this one. Longeron, I just think was an absolute eye catcher last start in the Ventura Storm Extra Zero race. So Ventura Storm took a sip
The
behind
Melbourne
him, right?
Cup winning race.
Yeah, the Melbourne Cup horse went, being Ventura Storm. That's our massive follow. It sat behind them. It got the perfect 1-1 sit and then came around and about 700 in, right? Longeron was outside the leader the whole way. They just went really fast. And he actually stuck on really, really, really well. To the point where he was only beaten a couple of lengths by the swoopers. Now, back to this grade. I couldn't exactly say there's any world beaters here. And Longeron's now, 4 or 5 runs in the prep. It's just right where it should be. I have it leading. I have Show a Star potentially coming over with it. But they'll set a good clip. They'll be running even sectionals the whole 2,000 metres. And that's what Longeron is. It's a grinder. And it'll start trying to extend away from the 800 to the 600 to the 400. To the point where, being a distance race, will be exactly where I want to be on this track on the day, which will most likely be 2 or 3 wide. They'll have their tactics perfect, and we'll be given a damn good sight. We'll be trading into $2 on the turn, and I'll be getting a hedge there, and then we'll be riding the rest out. That's the way I see it happening, and
I reckon Gaelic Chieftain or Overberg wins.
yeah. Look, Gaelic Chieftain gives Longeron
Gets
probably
Yendel on.
gives us 6 lengths. That's
Yeah.
the great thing about it. If
He
it's
gets-
too good late, fair
He
enough.
gets Yendel on, who's getting off Overberg, which scares me.
Yeah, but Overberg's a bit
This is
of
a big mounting yard race for me. Massive. Overberg parades really nicely all the time.
So let's look at the chances in the race and where they map.
Overberg?
Out the back.
Nah, it'll go forward.
Nah,
It'll go forward.
nah, they won't. Not in this race.
I
There's
think,
at
it'll
least
go, I think it'll go forward.
there's at least 8 horses in front of it. On
It's
the
a weird map though. Lord Durante can lead. But often it goes back
Yeah,
lately.
They'll sit mid. They'll sit more forward than Overberg.
Lord Durante leads, I'll be clicking live to get on.
So Gaelic Chieftain goes back. Hersley goes back. Shoal Star, Longeron go forward. Tick Tick Bloom goes back. Sitzerwood goes forward. So there's really, like, this middle section is going to be made up by horses that aren't in the actual race. They're horses that none of us like. And they'll be just causing havoc for these ones from out the back. Is
I
that
want
the way I'm
to
seeing
find,
the map?
Gaelic Chieftain and Overberg from the yard. It's 2 favourites, but they're moderately priced. And I
I'm
think
pretty sure you'll find Gaelic
you
Chieftain
might get
no
a price.
problems.
Yeah, I think Gaelic Chieftain will end up being my main play, but we'll see what happens.
I can't dispute a play on it. It was it was my best bet 2 weeks ago at Flemington when it just ran like shit.
Yeah, weren't you sticking with it?
No, not this one. Not at Moonee Valley. I actually don't think it's a Moonee Valley horse.
Alright, race 9, 1200 metres. 3-year-olds.
Yeah.
3-year-olds prices are as follows. Katsuro into 5s. Some of us might have taken 7s. Ken's Dream,
Still unders.
$5.50. Ben's $6.50. Run Gypsy Run $6.50. Highland Beat 9s. Mystified, what a song, $10.
Keep going.
Sheriff Johnstone 31s.
Thank you very much. Do a dance so we don't get the lights off, mate. So let's just touch on Ken's Dream because Weir's basically told us in his interview there's no excuses for its last runs. I think it gets a horrible spot. It's under the odds. I just don't want to be near it.
It loves the track and trip though.
I know, but I just couldn't have it in this race. I'm happy to lose on that if it wins.
Let's
Ben's,
let's make a rule because we bet together at the track.
yeah,
If the fair loves it, we love it.
with weary stuff potentially, but I know I'm in this race. I'm actually willing to risk it. Ben's
Good horse.
shit mapping. That's the real issue. I agree. What 750, whatever it is, probably the right price. Give me tens, I'll have a go.
Highland Beat. It's not hopeless.
It's where it's going to sit, probably out the back.
It's not hopeless though. It'll run on.
Well, Stable have a big opinion that it can run well, so
I'd have it in your first fours if you had one.
yeah, definitely. Run Gypsy Run. Goes forward, one last start.
I'm happy to oppose it.
Me too. I think they're not going to run as fast. I think it's just not well enough in here.
650, like, get fucked. It'll
Exactly.
start nines plus.
Tens, yeah. Mystified, Adelaide form, different jockeys.
Sheriff
Yeah.
Johnstone, we're both going to have a little nibble at because we're back to the last start.
Yeah, look, I've got more than just why we're
I'm
back
nibbling.
into that.
I'm nibbling. You might be going a little
Yeah.
harder.
So I think Liberty Song, it had to come over from wide gate last start, right? And it kind of got the pressure from outside from Run Gypsy Run, and then that caused those two to over race the pace, and then we had an apprentice on Sheriff John Stone. Who do we have today? Actually, it's a better apprentice.
Thompson.
Yeah, so Thompson's on a much better apprentice.
It is a positive jockey change,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
So I'm pretty sure you'll sit on speed this time, and we'll know by this time in the day where you want to be. From this barrier, he doesn't have to go the rails either. He
Yeah.
can sit one off or two off, and they may just do that. So I see us getting the right run. The sectional times, everything I'm seeing backs it up as being a massive price. It shouldn't be 31. It should be either closer to $8 in the race. So, you know, I'm very happy to have a play. Am I going to be putting the bank on it? No. It's just going to be a nice play
Yeah.
for the race.
Two things.
Look, yeah, I know. Sacred Sham, I think, is massive unders. I can't understand why the market's coming for it.
What price is it?
I think it's back out to tens now, but
No, it's scratch.
it won't be coming for it then.
It's gone.
Yep. And yeah, you like Cat Zero.
Love Cat Zero.
Knew it off, obviously a decent change,
A
but
lot of box ticking going on here.
it's
I
going to
love
be
this horse.
massively wide.
I think
is
it's
the
also
only
quite
problem.
talented and having a good bet at it. What is that?
It's all happening here.
Having a good bet at Cat Zero. Have it on top. I think it's getting to around to it's getting pretty tight now with the price because there is a lot of horses in this race with you can make a strong case for.
Dance monkey. I'm going to say I wouldn't be backing it right now if I was you. I'd be waiting because I reckon it'll get out on the day. I don't think they'll come for it.
Nah, I don't know. It's the run of the race leading into this off a decent SP with a good jockey change, good stable. Well, I got a good read on this thing from the yard.
Yeah, I think the yard's important for it.
I'm real. I can't wait for this race. I can't wait for this whole fucking day. I'm so. The last 3 weeks I've been a little bit sort of about.
Well, that's
when
because
I'm
we had to
up.
go to frickin' stand down.
Yeah,
you know?
but even before I wasn't sure. I cannot wait to bet tomorrow.
Mooney
I'm
Valley's awesome.
so keen tomorrow. I'm
Best course
so
in
confident.
best course in
Yeah, well,
Victoria by a mile.
nice races, nice like
Exactly.
shapes to the races. I'm so keen.
I looked at the card and I said, "There's not a bad race on there.
Mm.
There's just not. Even the first race is intriguing."
All right, so that's it.
Yeah, just a
Alright,
quick one.
now,
Look up to Queensland.
Queensland,
Yeah,
the big fella, fucking killed it last weekend.
had a pretty good
Killed
one.
it.
Yeah,
Tipped 4 races, first 4, with the U bet.
money back special, second,
back
third,
special.
$50 bets.
First race 1, second race 1, third race 1, fourth race
Place.
third.
Yeah.
They were like $5, $12, $5.
Pretty
Huge
good.
result. Here it comes again.
So I got the 4 again this week for you. Made sure you better doing it. So the Weir runner in the first is Snittis Peg. Can't say the name. It's Snits. It's a $2.70 favourite. I can't go past it. I think it just bolts in this race, to be quite honest. I'm really confident.
What are we racing up there? Good 4 or something?
I'm pretty sure it's a good track, yeah. Eagle Farm would be heavy 8 still. Race 2.
They're already digging it up.
Yeah, well, they've closed it down.
It's Adam Cook.
Race 2, Black Mink. This is a fairly open race. I just think this horse will place and should win, but it's one of those horses where I'm not really taking a chance on it. I think.
Don't you
they've
be
got the right
sure.
price.
Don't you be sure. You
No,
took
no,
3 from 4.
Yeah, I know. It's
Chest
just
out, shoulders back. Let
it's
it
just
rip.
one of those. Well, $34 shot in the third.
I remember these 2 horses.
So Transporter, I just think it's massively well suited. It's got the perfect mapping. I reckon it's going to run a bolter at $34. You'll probably get longer on the day as well. They won't back it
Who's
in.
Who's this next one up against?
It's a pretty good race, actually. So race 4, $8.50 shot, Cylinder Beach. Now,
Ooh.
yeah. High Church.
Ooh.
There are some pretty good horses in there. But it'll sit back. But when you look at the race, there's only 6 horses, right? And this horse has clearly the best finishing speed in the race by a country mile.
Preferment's cooked. Is it not cooked?
No, they're saying it's going pretty well now. They backed it. But I'm happy for them to send Preferment around. Give me a better price for Cinderella Beach.
Preferment's head off to NZ to go and root some mares, 100%. This will be its last race.
They're not gelded, really.
No, I
That's
don't
awesome.
think he is.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I
No.
just thought it was a gelding because it was still
No.
racing. It's very rare we get a horse. What is it, 7 or something? 6?
I don't know. Fuck. High Church.
We normally lose them at
High
3.
Church is hard to forget how it won at the Bull.
Yeah, but that bull form.
I think it pissed him.
Yeah, but the bull form. It's not a wet track, so.
It would have pissed in at Eagle Farm.
Yeah, oh yeah. Eagle Farm would have pissed in. We
We're
must
not at
be
Eagle
a bit
Farm,
annoyed.
though.
Correct. So those are my 4. Look, anything else around the tracks? Well, I've got my horse going around on honestly, that's the Gold Coast. In race 7, it's a 3:40 start. Sorry, punters. I should know where it's going around.
I've got a horse racing on Wednesday at Canterbury at this stage. We've accepted Rhymes. But
Any chance?
I'll update on the review show.
Review show. Yeah, looking $10 for time to sail. We scratched it as a $20
Gold
shot
Coast
today.
race 7 Saturday, 800 metres.
I reckon it should have won today if we ran, and we made a mistake, and it was $20. So we really think we're a great shot, and yeah, I'm happy to have a bet each way.
Cool. What else we got?
I just really wanted to say that I'm looking forward to the mounting yard mail tomorrow because punters. I've been going with this bloke for what 5 weeks now to the races. Be close
Maybe
to
even
that.
longer.
Yeah, and I'd really say that what he does just adds another element to the way I look at races. So I'm trying not to influence and put out on my own Twitter during the day too much by it, but it is definitely shaping the way I punt and the way I see the horses. Like for
Is
example,
it helping you though?
oh, definitely. I mean, you've been able to identify for me horses that have looked horrible in the yard, and especially before they've started to have their winter coats coming in, you could clearly point out to me and go, oh, that thing's first up. Look at its coat. Look at its underbelly. Let's have a look at this. And
Thank you,
different
Whale.
things.
Thank you, Whale. Secrets.
They all know half of them. So, look, if you want to get his racing from the
Mounting
yard
Yard
mail,
Mails, we get it from racingrant.com. So you got to head over and find their website and click through and get it there.
perfect.
Your best bet tomorrow?
Oh, Longeron.
Longeron.
But I would be going for the Waterhouse horse as a close second. Well, we're getting told the lights off, mate.
The missus, she come up.
Nah, your missus, definitely not mine.
Oh, is this thing serious?
And
My best bet.
What's your best?
Whistle Baby, each way, all day, $1.90 the place.
And in the last, I'm sure you're
And
probably
Cat
going
Zero,
for it.
not as keen, but keen.
I've also got one for you in the trots just to leave it.
We have not discussed this before the show. I'm not happy about the Red Hots.
Ashburn Trots over in New Zealand. I think it's race 8, dark horse. My mate Kyle's horse got on at $8.50. It's into $3 favourite. Should just bolt in.
That's because there's about $1,000 in the pool.
It's a Group 1. It's Group 1.
Still,
We're betting into
there might be
the
$1,200 in the pool.
Group 1. Yeah, you know.
All right.
$3. I'm happy to bet it.
I hope you have a win on the weekend, guys. Good luck.
Cheers. Have a good one.